Hello spooky people, my name is Betty Bajima and welcome back to the channel, and also welcome back to Focalor, my alien planet meets spaceship island. Last time on the island when we built this beautiful little neighborhood over here for our robot babies, I said that the museum would go here, and so it does. It's going here. I did move it one tile. Oh no. Well, anyways, I did move that one tile to the front because it was kind of too far to the back, and I wanted to do these little cliffs on the sides because I have plans for this beautiful area. But I noticed that I can't build and talk at the same time. It's a struggle because my brain works only for one thing, and that in this case is decorating. So I think that without further ado, I should hand it over to voiceover Beb so that I can start handling the decorating. So let's go. And let's go, we shall. We will obviously start out as usual with putting down some codes. I will just really quickly speed through that because we all know like what putting down codes looks like, right? And then we will go straight into extending the roof of the museum. I really like doing that, you know, with the little solar panels. I think it looks quite nice, especially if you hide the museum, which is exactly what I plan on doing. I've just created this kind of surrounding area, and now it is time for me to go ahead and look for some beautiful items that do not look too weird, that fit the theme, and that will perfectly fine hide the museum, because I will not want to keep this as a museum. It's going to be a hospital, right? Or like at least a little care station, because, you know, the robots, like, they're robots. No one needs that, right? So it will just be this tiny little hospital area. Yeah. And obviously there are a lot of things that we can hide this with. I was first, before I went onto the wide display stand and kind of metal contraption way, I was kind of on the path of simple panels. But then simple panels, they are never tall enough. They are never tall enough to properly hide the museum and still looking good and blendable with taller items and smaller items. But I think, you know, with those metal items, it turns out super nice. And I also thought it would be fun to incorporate some greenery, because on this side of the island, on the spaceship side, we do not have a lot of greenery. I think that will change in one of the next few videos, because I do plan on building the habitat. Dun dun dun. It's the big area that we've so far left empty on the left, like in between the control situation and in between this area. There's this big green area that I am going to decorate as the habitat. I'm going to place my house there, and I think it's going to be either like the next or the episode after that, because I am so excited to build that. I do have to go major big time shopping for that, but I am really excited to do that. But yeah, what's going on in the background? We are just placing these amazing machines, is that what they're called? Because I love how they look at night. The glow, the vibes, awesome. The sound, not awesome. As usual with my island, I advise when you visit the final DA, do not turn on your sound. Okay, do not do it. Also, did you see my sick ass transition? Yeah, editing queen. But here we are decorating the background of the museum, because I think it looks better that way. Like, it looks better when you have just some items placed in the back. You can't really see them. You can only see them from like a singular perspective, but it makes me feel better that they're there, right? It makes me feel better. Okay. And here we are kind of trying to decorate the sides. You will not necessarily be able to see them, but it bugs me that there's nothing there. Okay. Like, I can't live with it. I have, like, there needs to be something there. And also, one thing that I was really kind of thinking about in this build is, like, do we keep with the blue color scheme of the robot neighborhood, or do we keep the blue contained in that robot area and we move on to the red? And as you can see, we've moved on to the red. We've moved on to red and black. I do keep the gray amazing machines, like, to the right of me right now. Do let me know if you think the black would look better, if you think we should change it to that. I'm quite unsure. I like the gray right now because it kind of matches the metal of the gears, but I could be persuaded to do the red, the black. Is that a word? Persuaded? I don't know. I don't know, English, guys. English, my favorite language. Yeah. And here I am kind of sectioning off these two areas to the left and right. You just have this tiny mini walkway to the back of, or like to the back, to the entrance of the museum, because that's all you need. Will I ever go in there? Probably not, but it's accessible, okay? That's all that matters. And in these areas on the right, I just wanted to have this little doctor's office, you know, they can just assess things. That's where they have all these machines there and the table, and it's all looking very slay. And it will look very good at night because all of the tables are glowing, okay? That's all that matters to me. The tables are glowing. Maximum slay. And then obviously it is a hospital, so there needs to be blood. It wouldn't be a hospital build of mine without the blood. It needs to happen, right? And also, it's the first time that I've gotten the chance to use the lab chair, which I have hoarded a bunch of those, and that's the first time that I got to use it, so I'm very happy about that. And now on the left, we have the patient ward, I guess, where we're just placing two beds, right? So if anyone is wounded, they can get treated here. Now you're probably like, why would they get wounded? Guys, don't worry about it. The lore for that is going to drop when I decorate the habitat, because yeah, like we've talked about it, we've got the defense mechanisms going on. Now we've got the hospital, you know, treating the wounded. There's a lot of blood. Things are happening. Things are happening. You can also put your theories down in the comments below. Like, what's going on? Why is there a bloody wheelchair? Who would get hurt this badly? Well, let me know your ideas. I obviously already have everything planned out, but I think it could be nice to hear your guys' idea, because my mind works in mysterious ways. It really does. So I'm quite excited to hear your guys' ideas about that. Now, obviously, gotta put in the tippy-tappy paws. Do they make sense to you now? No. But there will be the grate with a green hand coming out of it, so it will fit a bit better. And then I'm also just kind of sprinkling around these little items. I did hoard a bunch of the toothbrush cups because I just love them. I love them and I wanted to use them. And the last thing for this area that I wanted to do was just this little flow over to the area to the right, because some things need to be put here. And I decided that a good option would be to put a medicine rack, because I didn't want to put in the silver one that we actually have, the cabinet, so I decided to put my coats that I also used in the bar. Does it make sense? No, but just use your imagination. Now for final touches, we are just putting some more tiny little details on the floor. Also put down the microscopes just for decorating purposes. And with that being said, we are already done with this beautiful build and we are on to our final walkthrough of this area, which I hope you guys will absolutely and bombastically enjoy. So let's go ahead and look at that. Yeah, spooky people, that is it. That is our beautiful, stunning hospital area, and I really hope that you like how this turned out, and I really hope that you also kind of like how I've hidden the museum. Maybe you have some other ideas of items that I can change, but for now I think this area is absolutely banger and delicious. I might put some drop papers, like scattered papers, around, but I think that this area turned out absolutely slayed. I can't wait for my little villagers to walk around here. And with that being said, like I said, really hope that you enjoyed this. I really hope that I will see you guys in the next one. And until then, I suggest you guys stay spooky, people. Goodbye!
Yeah.